Week 5 preview. And for those of you that know what time it is, cue that intro because it's show time. Welcome to Detroit Lions Pride. If this is your first time here, my name is Troxel. I am your host of today's video. And if you love all things Detroit Lions just as much as I do, we are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. Now let's get back into the video. Detroit Lions are going to be without DeAndre Swift for week 5, and it looks like Amon-Ra St. Brown did come back to practice today, but he did leave practice early and went straight to rehab afterwards. He will be a game time decision along with Charles Harris, who is dealing with a groin injury from Thursday's practice. Now, the Detroit Lions did get Jonah Jackson back on the full practice, so that does look good for us. Hopefully we can get him back in week 5 instead of, having to wait, obviously, 2 weeks now after Sunday to get into our bye week, and then after that, hopefully we'll see him. But if he could come back at least on Sunday, that'd be really good for our offensive line. Obviously, they have been playing stellar even without him. We've had as many as 3 guys being out at the same time on that starting offensive line, and we've been holding our weight pretty well. Now that Frank Ragnow is back, Taylor Decker full practice, and also Jonah Jackson to get today's full practice in as well. Jared Goff has been having a stellar season. I mean, in fantasy, he is ranked 5th overall. He's the 5th best fantasy quarterback according to Yahoo Sports, NFL.com, and as well ESPN as well. Shout out to Jared Goff having a stellar year. That defensive line, that defense in general, this is why I think that this week is a definite must win. Now, if Detroit can get the victory this week, we go into our bye week at 2-3. Our playoff hopes are still alive. We can at least get a little bit of motivation from the fan base as well, because let's face it, I mean, we're tired of continuing to lose. So if we could get that little monkey off our back a little bit, go into the bye week with a victory, that's going to be so huge for the Detroit Lions. And Bill Belichick did name Bailey Zappi. He is going to be the starter in week 5. In my eyes, like I said, from a defensive standpoint, this game is definitely a super must win. I'm going to consider this game just as big as it is if the Lions were playing in a Super Bowl. Like, it's that big. We have to win Sunday. We have to. The fan base is almost ready to check out for the year. I mean, we got people making draft videos in week 4. It's that bad. So hopefully we can get some momentum, go into our bye week, get healthy, things of that nature. But it all starts with Sunday. Sunday is so big for the Detroit Lions. I cannot stress that enough. Now, if we could be 2-3, like I said, going into our bye week, which is vital, and I think that we'll get our 16 guys that are currently active on our roster, we'll get them healthy in our bye week, and then we'll get guys that I named in yesterday's video with Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Swift, Jerry Jacobs, Halapoulivaati Vaitai. All these guys, we're going to get them back healthy going into week 6 and beyond. And that's going to do so much good for us. Now we can fully see what our real defense is going to look like. We'll see what Josh Pascal can bring, things of that nature. But none of that is going to matter if we do not pick up the win this week. This week is vital. I'm talking about on life support, super vital that we pick up the victory this week. We have only 17 tries to make the postseason. In any given Sunday, we can either inch our way towards the playoff or inch our way out of the playoffs. Now, we are the Detroit Lions. Our tendency is inching our way out of playoffs, even as early as like week 4, week 5. So picking up a victory that does prolong, I don't know if we'll make the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there. Our job this week is beat Matt Patricia for 60 minutes. Show him why we will beat his tail for the harm he did for this franchise for so many years. What was it, 3.5 years we had to deal with from this standpoint? Hold on. I know it's going to make people all schizophrenic, But hold on, let's really do it. From this standpoint, our defense needs to step up. Our guys need to stop doing this, that, the other, and stop being on these guys' jock and this, that, the other. That's the guy that we got to play against for 60 minutes. Because it doesn't take rocket science to play the game of football. It doesn't take rocket science to scheme in the game of football. You made one big play in the Super Bowl. Was that really you, or was that a little bit of Bill Belichick? Who did you run to right as soon as you got fired? So to pick up a victory over Matt Patricia, and I'm talking about just complete domination. Like, you take what we did in week 2 and you do that for 60 minutes. I don't care if it's 100-0, 44-0, 22-0 final. Just to get something like that on a guy that completely ravished our beloved Detroit Lions, man, the revenge tour is in full effect. This week is revenge tour. Revenge on Matt Patricia. We have got to beat Matt Patricia and the New England Patriots. You're going to have a third string quarterback. They are weak up the middle of their offensive line. A lot of their pressure and sacks have came from inside. You know, the guards, the center, they are the ones that give up the majority of the sacks and things like that nature. Where if we can attack that, like I've been saying in my previous videos, if we can attack that, make a third string quarterback nervous. He's already going to be nervous. So you make him more nervous, that's going to shift momentum to our side. It starts with the defensive line. Again, you win games, you lose games in the trenches. So if we could do that and we could completely destroy the New England Patriots and beat Matt Patricia, going into our bye week, we'll be 2-3. We're only a game away from being 500. Going into Dallas, I mean, a lot of possibilities can happen. Now, like I said, I will never say playoffs this year. I'll never say this, that, the other. I'm going to stick to 2023, the year of the Detroit Lions. I've been saying that since 2020. 2023 is the year of the Detroit Lions. But if we can shift momentum and start picking up some of these wins, instead of having it, oh, we lost by a bounce here, a bounce there, things of that nature. If we can go and handle our business for 60 minutes, I don't care who's playing, who's not playing, who's hurt, who's not hurt. If you're suited up, you need to have your war paint on and go to war. Because if you beat them and you beat them handedly, then guess what? Go into that bye week feeling really good. You can rest up. You can eat good. You can, enjoy family time and come out, go to Dallas, and play against the Dallas Cowboys in week 7. But it all is going to dedicate to this one game. Like I said, this one game is so huge. I'm considering it our Super Bowl because it is that big in the big scheme of picture, which is if we lose this game, we'll go into the bye week at 1-4. That doesn't look good. Our playoff odds will go in half. If not 3/4, it's taken away. So if we can win, we at least stay right around 50% making or not making the postseason. Go into our bye week, get healthy, get our guys back, get the guys that are already banged up that are still playing, get them healthy, and we'll go and have a good end to our season. But like I said, none of that's going to matter if we cannot beat the New England Patriots. I am laser focused. I'm talking about blinders and all are on because we have got to beat the New England Patriots in week 5. Like I said, they're not going to have their starting quarterback in Mac Jones. They allow a lot of pressure up the middle in their offensive line. Their defense can get eaten up by quarterbacks. And like I was mentioning earlier, Jared Goff, he's already the top 5 quarterback in fantasy. If he can have a real good day, I mean, offensively, we can score with anybody. With 3 wide receivers a week ago, we put up 45 points. If we get one stop here, one stop there in this game, and Aiden Hutchinson can show what he can really do, I mean, you've seen this season in week number 2 what this defense can do when Aiden Hutchinson is making plays. Now, I'm kind of very interested to see what Aaron Glenn has this game, because they did say that there's going to be some changes. What's been going on hasn't been working, so we got to change what's been going on. If it needs to be simplified, we need to simplify. If we got to move people around, we're going to move people around. So I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen there. Definitely don't want to miss out, because this is a must-win game. Thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you haven't did all that fun stuff and you love the Detroit Lions just as much as I do, you're going to definitely want to do so. We're going to try to hit 1,500 subscribers. Also, let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts on the Detroit Lions preview Week 5 against the New England Patriots. Would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. And with that being said, I am your host, Troxel. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Hashtag FNS, hashtag One Pride, baby. Peace.